beautiful people. Let's go. What's poppin'? Hope you're having a great day so far. If not, that's okay. That's all right. Come on. Sit down with me. Don't flip that front upside down and get some reaction for you. Okay, so this one is titled, I'm getting to some more George Carlin for y'all today. So this one is, we're barely out of the jungle on this planet. Ooh, child, in the year of now 2026. Happy New Year to you all. Hope your New Year is went well. If you went out last night, I hope you lived it up, partied it up. But yeah, we're into a new year, y'all. So let's dive into this George Carlin.
Rat will do a lot of gross things, but he will not fuck a dead rat. It wouldn't even occur to him. Only a human being would think to fuck someone who just died. We gotta be the most interesting critters on the planet. And then we wonder why a UFO doesn't just land and say hello.
You're probably terrified of us.
You know the best thing about necrophilia? You don't have to bring flowers. Yeah, usually they're already there. Isn't that nice? It's nice.
Did somebody in the audience say, yeah? You got personal experience, sir, ma'am? Who said that?
Convenient. Human beings will do anything.
Man.
Anything. I am convinced. That's why when all those beheadings started in Iraq, didn't bother me. I took it right in stride. A lot of people here were horrified. Beheadings! What, are you fucking surprised? Just one more form of extreme human behavior. Besides, who cares about some mercenary civilian contractor from Oklahoma who gets his head cut off? Fuck him. Hey, Jack, you don't want to get your head cut off? Stay the fuck in Oklahoma. They ain't cutting off heads in Oklahoma, as far as I know. But I do know this. You strap on a gun and go strutting around some other man's country, you better be ready for some action, Jack.
Oh, yeah.
You better be ready for some action. People are touchy about that sort of thing. And let me ask you this while I have you good, clean Americans here. This is a moral question, not rhetorical. I'm looking for the answer. What is the moral difference between cutting off one guy's head, or 2, or 3, or 5, or 10, and dropping a big bomb on the hospital and killing a whole bunch of sick kids? Has anybody in authority given you an explanation of the difference? I have not gotten an email.
Of course not. They ain't gonna never do that.
On this. No one will talk to me. I haven't gotten a postcard, not a fucking instant message, nothing. Now, in case you're wondering why I have a certain interest and fascination, let's call it, with torture and beheadings and all of these things I've mentioned, it's because each of these items reminds me in life, every time one of them occurs, it reminds me over and over again what beasts we human beings really are. When you get right down to it, human beings are nothing more than ordinary jungle beasts, savages, no different from the
Just sophisticated cavemen, if you will.
Cro-Magnon people who lived 25,000 years ago in the Pleistocene forest eating grubs off of rotten logs. No different. Our DNA hasn't changed substantially in 100,000 years. We're still operating out of the lower brain, the reptilian brain, fight or flight, kill or be killed. Now, we like to think we've evolved and advanced because we can build a computer, fly an airplane, travel underwater. We can write a sonnet, paint a painting, compose an opera. But you know something? We're barely out of the jungle on this planet. Barely out of the fucking jungle. What we are is semi-civilized beasts with baseball caps and automatic weapons. And this civilization of ours that we're so proud of, this civilization with its so-called civilized behavior, you ever stop and realize how fragile all this is? How fragile the whole structure, how easily it could all just break right down? Just break right down. Wouldn't take much. Probably happen in less than 2 years. Wouldn't take much to throw us right back into barbaric times. All you'd have to do would be eliminate electricity. That's all. But completely eliminate electricity. So, no electricity, no lights. You're back to candles and lanterns, campfires and bonfires. Batteries couldn't be recharged. Generators couldn't be refueled because fuel is pumped electrically. So is water, by the way, so no...
No phones. Half of people wouldn't even know what to do if they didn't have a phone.
Lights, no fuel, no water, no computers. And computers run everything.
No.
And among the many things computers run that operate on electricity are all of these security systems in all of our jails and prisons and nut houses. So suddenly, without electricity, all across America, the gates and cell doors of penitentiaries and mental institutions would fly open. And out would come all of our old friends, the ones who've been away at camp. Serial killers, mass murderers, felony rapists, armed robbers, carjackers, home invaders, thieves, burglars, kidnappers, sadists, pedophiles, sexual predators, pimps, pushers, pornographers, speed freaks, crackheads, sick, junkies, all the ethnic street gangs, black, Spanish, and Asian gangs, Japanese yakuza, Russian mafia, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, Sicilian hitmen, Italian mobsters, Jamaican and Colombian drug gangs. And those are just the ones we caught. Let's not forget their counterparts still on the outside right now, waiting to hook up with their prison buddies so they can start a new organization, the American Federation of Sociopaths. Just what the country needs, another special interest group. 8 to 10 million of them there'd be, counting all the parolees and all the probationers and the ones who've never been caught. 8 to 10 million bitter, angry, violent, sexually hyperactive alpha males with nothing to do. No hobbies, no medications, no scruples. Just a bunch of bad guys looking for a good time. Maybe dropping by your house. Hi, hope we're not intruding. Got any beer? Oh, good. Well, I got about 1,400 really thirsty guys here. How about women? Got any women? Oh, just your wife, huh? Well, I think we can make that work. Now, boys, there's a lady here, so I want you to mind your manners and wait your turn. Police wouldn't help you. They'd be gone at the first sign of trouble. They'd be home protecting their own families. So would the Army and the National Guard. You'd be alone. You'd be on your own. You'd be SOL and JWF. Shit out of luck and jolly well fucked. Shit out of luck and jolly well fucked. After a couple of years of living like that, beheadings would be the least of your problems. People would be lining up to be beheaded. So let's get back to suicide, which now seems like a reasonable alternative.
You know, people do laugh, but I feel like this man was beyond his years. I did see in the description, I did read just a smidge of it, that he passed in 2008. R.I.P. for one, because I've watched him a few times on his channel, and I do genuinely enjoy his commentary and his stand-up. But it just always seems like he was beyond his years, and some of this even ties into 2025, now 2026, if you really want to, get down to the nitty-gritty of it. But definitely still love the fact that he had punchlines and his philosophy turned into comedic jokes, but he was very real. You could tell.
Suicide is an interesting topic to me because it's an inherently interesting decision. To decide voluntarily not to exist anymore. It's profound. You know what it is? It's the ultimate makeover. That's why I think it belongs on television.
Like I said, he just never misses any time I watch him. But yeah, that was George Carlin. We're barely out of the jungle on this planet. Let me know what you thought about this video down below in the comments. Don't be sure to leave feedback suggestions for my next watch. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!